How y'all, and welcome back to another episode of KCG Plays. Today we are playing another Lower 9 Luckily a Landlord run. We had a good run yesterday, which was nice after a few days of losing. So it's good to end that losing streak with a nice flower run, and just shows the flower is still very strong, although very unpredictable. But if you get 2 suns early on, you're going to have a great run. Before we begin, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's been liking the video and consistently getting like 5-6 likes on the video. So I suspect it's probably many of the same people. So if you are one of those people who are liking the video, thanks very much. It means a lot to me that people are enjoying the videos, and I hope you continue to enjoy the videos. And with that out of the way, we'll jump right into a run. And let's see what kind of interesting synergies we can get today. As always, I don't mind having a beer. And the second beer, okay, maybe we could go for like a super dwarf run, like 2 or 3 dwarfs, multiple dwarfs hitting the same beer. I will take a toddler though, keeping my options open. A cheese is okay, I'm always happy to have a mouse early on, and then get rid of it later on, usually. And we made the first round pin with 6 left over. Our very early bronze arrow, I'll take it. And out of these, I think mining pick probably has the best potential. I don't particularly want a second toddler, but I guess we could take it. Maybe we'll get the General Czar or something. Third toddler, no, I definitely don't want a third toddler when we have no items to support it. Fourth toddler, genie Mac. What is going on with this run? Could have had a whole crash going on here. Okay, a cultist. Will we try cultist? Nah, let's try shiny pebble. If we get the toddler item, I'm definitely taking it. And we made the 50 rent pin with 7 left over. Out of these, let's take a chemical 7, and happy hour is great. Makes all our beers worth 2. Plus it is double the amount of money we get from a dwarf. Here, I guess we'll take a B. Okay, and will I take a beer or 5-sided dice? I think 5-sided dice is probably better on average, especially considering we don't currently have a dwarf. I will take a second B. I think maybe they need to buff Bounty Hunter a bit. Thieves are just, I'll take a bear there just because it's worth 2. Thieves are just not common enough for it to be a good item, particularly when you can just get rid of thieves using banana peels, which are as common as thieves really. So you should see, for every thief you see, you should see a banana or banana peel. Most people have monkeys. So I think Bounty Hunter possibly needs something else to improve it. I'm a bit unsure about whether or not I'll make the next rental payment, so I'll reload for something better than Hustling Capsule. And I will take a Pool Ball, I think. If we get a dwarf, I mean, we'll have no problem in the next rent payment. I don't particularly want a banana. It's not great. Let's skip this. We have 5 payments. We need to get about 50 per turn. No, sorry, 20 per turn, which is not actually a problem. Bar soap is great with the amount of toddlers we have. Candy milk is actually better, but candy has more likely to be eaten. Let's take a reroll capsule. Yeah, we've made this rent payment, no problem. Still haven't seen a dwarf. It is a weird run. Here's another toddler. If I'd gotten what is the item? The item for toddler is jack-o'-lantern, I think. This would be an interesting run, for sure. I think that's like the 5th toddler offered to me or something. We made the 150 rent payment with 50 left over, no problem at all. I'll take a chemical 7 here, and no more than 2 at the save. That's never hitting those. Tax evasion could be decent. I don't think it's great, to be honest. It's not one of my favorite items. I might be selling it. Selling the word I'm looking for. Undervaluing it. I don't want another bear either. It's not a great reroll capsule. currently having our dwarf is great. That should mean we have no problem making our next rent payment. Yeah, you should be eating up fairly often. Let's take an orange just because it's worth 2. Okay, we could take a miner, but I don't particularly want a miner. So we're starting to get a bit more. The problem with this run is it still doesn't have like a hustling capital much in the way of like a scaling element in it. Don't think we want any of these. Let's skip these. So we could be in trouble in the next few rent payments unless we get something. We might get something decent from the rent payment, of course. We made the 225 rent payment with 50 left over. We could take another hooligan or another bronze arrow. Let's go with a bronze arrow and let's go with Mori the rabbit. I guess we do have rabbit stuff. Let's take out the kine as the worst symbol and let's take out the cherry, I guess. Okay, we're hoping that the dwarf gets hit by it. We could take another bronze arrow. This stage is too many bronze arrows. Robin Hood would be great for us, obviously, now. It'd be great if one of the bronze arrows had a hit either the dwarf or the beer. Not gonna happen this time. 29. Let's take a bite creature just to roll in and die. There goes our toddler finally getting that candy. 50 on that spin. Let's take a bite stone. Okay, how are we doing? 300 in 2 spins. We could take another dwarf, but I think a item capsule is probably better. Unfortunately, again, we did get jack-o'-lantern for the toddler. Could be a bit late, but not too bad. At least now the toddlers are giving us 2, so they're not too bad. We'll keep them for late game. We made the 300 rent payment with 37 left over. 375 now due in 8 spins. I'll take a spirit there, and I will take purple pepper is probably never going to work, so I'll take horseshoe, just worth 2. Decent enough. Here, do we want another shiny? I did take 1 shiny pebble. Do I want another shiny pebble? Sure. I think we need something to base this run around at the moment. 45 though, that's not too bad. I don't want any of these. Are we going to make our next rent payment? Let's say we get 35, so with another 150. I'm not going to make a rent on Electric Fishbowl. I did. So at the current rate, it's unlikely we'll make rent. Great. Maybe we can get a wine or something. Another dwarf. Sure. I think at this stage, getting a wine and maybe having it eaten by 2 dwarfs might be our last chance. General Zar. Okay, this is interesting. General Zar could help us make our next rent. I think we have to risk it. To save the run, we have to risk it, but unfortunately it's going to leave us in a bit of a dicey spot afterwards. That's if he even rolls in and hits anyone. If the dwarf eats the beer and then General Zara eats a load of things and maybe gets hit by a bronze arrow, maybe we could have saved that run, but to be fair, it wasn't really going anywhere with no real scaling, unfortunately. It started off as an interesting run. One geologist could have changed his run completely, but it looks like it's not to be. That's the way it works. I wonder what my win percentage on Lucky Landlord actually is. It'd be interesting if those stats were available. Maybe in the next update they can make those stats available. I believe I did see on the Reddit or maybe the Discord that there is some way of viewing all your runs. I must go back and did I take a mouse step on my video? I must go back and try and find that thread and see if I can figure it out. It'd be interesting to see what my win percentage on floor 9 runs are. I feel it's about maybe 30%, 25, 30%, 1 in 4, 1 in 3, something like that. Take a coconut, let's take a small symbol bomb. Take a dwarf, and let's take a... Could take a mouse, or we could take a cheese. Take a cheese first. Well, I'm basing that 1 and 4, 1 and 5 on 1 and 4, 1 and 3 on pure, like just guessing. Take a second cheese. Hopefully we get a mouse off of tools again. We could take another toddler. We have a lot of eaters in the deck and not much for them to eat at the moment. I'm just still hoping to pick up a candy for toddler. Still looking to pick up a monkey maybe, or Mrs. Fruit would work as well actually. We made the 50 rent pin with 22 left over. Let's take a lucky capsule and let's take. If I'm looking to pick up Mrs. Fruit, Oswald the monkey isn't great, but if I don't get Mrs. Fruit and I pick up a monkey, Oswald the monkey is better than the other two, I think. Take another banana. Okay, 3 spins. We should make the next red thing, I believe. Let's pick up a wolf. That's worth 2. Okay, yeah, we should definitely make the next red thing. I'll take a second coal. 6 turns. That'll definitely help. And we do have 2 cheese. Okay, we should survive this rent payment and the next one. We made the 100 rent payment with 13 left over. 150 now due in 6 spins. We could take a big urn, I guess, and Ricky bananas, decent with the bananas that we have. And actually, with the amount of bananas and as well the monkey, I believe bananas will now give 20 once they're eaten. Reroll this, let's take a bite stone. Okay, I could take a bubble for the cutter. And let's remove the flower. At least Kine has like some synergy. There's one symbol and one item that can remove it. So slightly better. Definitely going to be looking for thieves. Get rid of these banana peels that we're going to have. We already have a dwarf. We don't have a lockbox. I could take a... Let's take a lockbox. There's a few ways of getting rid of lockboxes. Plum only really has 1. And we made the 150 rent payment with 41 left over. Here, let's take an item capsule and let's take a fish tank. Get rid of our fish. Just give us 1 per turn. We have our diamond now. That should definitely help boost the average points per spin. 35. If we get 30 per spin, yeah, we should be fine. Take a bubble over a candy. Definitely don't need a bounty hunter with this amount of potential banana peels. Although it would be nice to pick up a monkey fairly soon. How many? Let's take a bee. It'd be nice if there's some way of getting rid of bees. Beekeeper, something like that. Let's take an anchor. That can be taken out by a diver. Marginally better. Don't want any of these. Let's take a seed. Do we get cherry? Of course. And we made the 225 rent payment with 35 left over. 300 now due in 7 spins. We could take a bar of soap and we could take these. I did take a big urn, so let's take grave robber. Hope that the toddler eats up. 30. If we get 30 per spin, we do not make. We need about 40 per spin, which we are not currently getting. Let's reroll. White stone is okay. 2 white stones. This should be a 40 spin. Even with 2 white stones, we barely need 40. I don't want a mouse. I don't want a crab. I need a monkey. So I need. Okay, kind of made 40 that time. Eldritch creature gives 4. Okay, that's brilliant. That definitely brings up our average. Hopefully we don't die before, you know, we can kind of get it online, which kind of looking like we might. Let's remove our fern. Come on. And unfortunately we were 14 short. few speculative picks here that just didn't work out. But yeah, we had it. Like we had a scaling. Eldritch creature is one of the strongest scalings, but tough to kind of get going. And unfortunately, we just got it slightly too late. Let's give it one more go. So if my 1 in 3 is correct, this should be a win. Let's see how we're going. Let's take a bubble. Let's take a second bubble. Okay, we'll take a 3-sided dice, I think. Just move the microphone slightly closer. Hopefully that still sounds good. And we made the first red pin with 25 left over. I think let's take rabbit fluff early on, and we can take tax evasion. You know what I haven't seen in a while actually is Beastmaster. I don't think I've been offered a Beastmaster in quite a long time. What do we take here? Banana, I guess. Two bananas, no monkeys. This is eerily similar to our last one. Take a toddler. And here we could, let's give cultist a chance. And we made the 50 rent pin with 17 left over, 100 now due in 6 spins. Take a void creature, let's take an egg carton. Okay, just giving us choices. Take another void creature. Okay, let's take a milk for the cat. Does void creature not make... Yeah, it does make zeros at work. Take an egg for the egg carton. 15 per turn. We already have mouse. Magpie is worth just over 2. Oh, let's take it. Let's take another milk. Okay, we made the 100 rent payment with 19 left over. Not fantastic. 150 now due in 6 spin. King Midas. Very early King Midas. Is it good? I mean, probably not. It could work, but the chances of it working are very low. Just take a the captain. Ooh, cardboard box, great. Okay, that definitely helps us kind of narrow down our run. Let's take a pinata for the toddler. Either way, get a big burst of cash. We'll take a bear because it's worth 2. How are we doing? 3 spins. We need to get about. Take another toddler for the pinata. We need to get about 20 per spin. Okay, that's good. 2 hits there on the toddler. 60, excellent. Take another milk. Okay, good hits there on the toddler. And we do have a mouse, so let's take a cheese. I'm not that worried because I'll have all these extra removals from the box. I'm not that worried about kind of taking symbols and then having to remove them later on. So Hexapedium versus Void Creature, depends if we're going to Triangle Cultist. Let's not try and force it. Wildcan, I know it says rare, but I'm just not going to take it. I don't think it's good. It adds a lot of length to the run because we have to kind of consider every spin. Just prefer the not have to decide every spin whether or not I'm doing something else. Let's take another rabbit. Look. And we could take a dwarf. We don't have dwarf. Let's take a bubble instead for the toddler. And 2 spins to get 225. Chef is worth 2, but we don't have much. Doesn't even work with banana peels. Okay, let's take a coal instead. Was that an egg? Maybe that was an egg for the egg carton. Take another coal. Let's remove our coin and our flower. Probably should remove cultist as well because it's worth 0, but I have hope. We made 225 with 22 left over. 300 now due in 7 spins. Let's see if we can get any better. Pinata is decent. Conveyor belt. Do we have anything that adds anything? No. Let's take comfy pillow. Pretty sure it won't be used, but you never know. You don't want anything here. You could take an anchor, I guess. It's slightly better than what else is on offer, but not by much. Okay, a thief versus a thief versus a common item. Possibly I should have gone common item there. Let's take a orange. And I know I said orange and took sapphire. Probably should have taken orange. Okay, that's excellent. Let's remove the cultist straight away. So our plan now is to grow our Eldritch creature as much as we can. And we're going to do that by taking all hexes and then removing all hexes. Of course, we do need to get 75 per spin in order to do that, which is unlikely, but not impossible. Just need to get 100 on this spin. Can we do it? No, we can't. So it's unfortunate now. 2 runs where we got Eldritch creature, but just slightly too late. This one actually had potential to grow a huge Eldritch creature because we did have the removals. So we could have taken a load of hexes and then removed them straight away. But unfortunately, it was not to be. I hope you guys enjoyed the video anyway. If you did, give us a like and subscribe to see more. I'll release a new video again tomorrow. And leave us a comment down below and let me know what you thought of the run. And we shall see you in tomorrow's video. Till then, guys, take care of yourselves and cheers for now.